Hello everyone, welcome to another fabulous episode of Gentle Yoga with Rosie. Thank you for being here. We're going to start out lying on our backs. I want to introduce you to a very simple breathing technique which I learned when I first started practicing yoga to just bring awareness to the breath and proper breathing. So come down onto your back, lie down, get comfortable. This is sometimes a good way to start out your practice. Anyway, just lying on your back, allowing your body to relax, adjust your glutes, scrunch them up a little bit to adjust your hips with your spine. In some traditions of yoga, the first thing that people do is the Shavasana. So it's like reverse of what other schools teach, which is what I usually do is end with Shavasana. So just know that that's always an option to just rest a little bit and come into your center, breathing, closing your eyes, relaxing to begin. But for now, take your right hand, place it on your belly, just below your navel. Take your left hand and place it on your heart or your chest with your arms relaxed. Now I want you to inhale first into your right hand, into your belly. And then feel the breath rising up like a wave into the solar plexus, into the space above your right hand. And then finally, the third part of the breath is into the chest. So it's called a three-part breath. So even though logically and anatomically we never breathe into the belly because the lungs are higher up, it moves the belly, and so it feels like you're breathing into your belly, okay? So you want to breathe into the lower lungs enough to expand your belly and raise your right hand up as you inhale. Then feel the breath coming up to the center of your belly, above your navel, and then lastly up into the heart. Now, as you exhale, first exhale so that your chest falls. So first you're going to deflate the upper lungs, and then the belly, and then the lower belly. And continue. Inhale, raise the right hand with your breath through the belly, and then the upper belly, and then the chest. Expanding the lungs, and then exhale first from the chest, and then the upper belly, and then the lower belly. And continue without stopping, so it's just a continuous wave. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Now close your eyes and continue this wave breath. Also known as the three-part breath. And as you continue, I want to tell you what I learned from this in yoga school is that for the most part, I was breathing very shallow in my upper chest, which is what a lot of people do without even realizing it. When you start to learn proper, deep, full breathing, you realize that there is much more breath to be used and experienced in the lower lungs, which feels like the belly. And so in order to breathe properly, we need to know how to access the full lung capacity. And this breath completely changed my life. I also want to add, just so you know, this is not the only proper breathing technique. It's just a starting point. Once you master this breath, it becomes more of a three-dimensional breath, which I can talk about next time. For now, I just want you to focus on the three-part breath. Breathe slowly a few more times. Follow the wave. Very good. So complete your next exhale in this way. And then bring your arms up over your head. Bring your legs side by side. Flex your feet and stretch out your whole body with a deep breath. And then let's roll from side to side a few times. So just turn over onto your belly with your arms extended still and keep rocking side to side just to loosen up your body, massaging the shoulder space. This is great for your lymphatic system. One more time. Then come onto your back and we're going to start out with some basic warm-ups, which can also be cool downs. So first, interlace your fingers. Place your hands around your right shin, extending your left leg straight out. Flex the feet, drawing the toes in. Take some long, deep breaths. Press that left leg flat into the floor, pressing the back of the knee into the floor, and squeeze the right leg in, eliminating any tension in your hip. Keep squeezing the leg in. So as we do this, I just want to tell you why that three-part breath changed my life completely, because when I learned proper breathing, I became so focused on it that I focused in every moment, no matter what I was doing. I kept doing the three-part breath. I almost became obsessed because it made me feel so good. And I became a very calm person, very centered and stable because of my focus on my breath. Okay, now bring your knee out to your right shoulder. Keep squeezing it in. And that time in my life just brings me so many good memories, because I feel like I found my breath in that year that I became a yoga teacher. It was one of the best years of my life. Okay, release and switch sides. Bring the left leg in, the right leg is extended. You're flexing your foot, slowly squeezing out the tension in your hip as you exhale. Pull this leg in. One deep breath at a time, transforming your body, transforming your perspective, your state of mind. Now bring the knee out to your left shoulder. Keep squeezing it in. Imagine the knee is touching the shoulder. So yeah, one of the most important things I ever learned from yoga training was how to breathe. And I could not even imagine life without that knowledge. Okay, so now set your left foot on the floor with the knee bent. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Bring your right hand through the legs and squeeze this left leg in, figure 4 stretch. Aligning the hips with the spine, stretching the glutes, opening the hips, grounding your lower back. This is so great. If you have any back pain, this is going to massage your back into the floor, relieving any pressure, relieving any pain, tension in your back. Follow your breath. Your breath is your guide in each moment. Good, now release and switch. Left ankle over the right thigh, left hand through the legs, interlace your fingers around the right shin. I forgot to say there's 2 modifications. If this is too challenging, just bring your hands behind the thigh, if that's easier, or straighten the leg. I like to have my hands around the shin because I'm more flexible, so I'm getting more out of this personally. So, as you know, because I've told you many times before, my appreciation for yoga is mostly in the simplicity of it. So, the main things that I've taken away from my yoga training for my personal life are the simple simple parts of yoga, like breathing, that I just really value so much for how it transformed my life. Okay, release and cross your, actually with your feet on the floor, knees bent, lift your hips up, set them over to the right, set them down, extend your left leg straight out, bring the right foot up to the top of your left thigh. With your left hand, bring the knee all the way left, and turn, look over your right arm extended. The palm is facing up. Try to bring this knee all the way to the floor and look over your right arm, or close your eyes, turning your face to the right. And so, because I value the simple teachings of yoga, they never get old to me. And so, like, some people spend their lives trying to do really difficult postures and challenging things, whereas I have just really spent a lot of time reviewing the basics for most of my life and mastering the simple things that yoga teaches us. Okay, now inhale, exhale, bring both feet to the floor again with the knees bent, lift your hips up, set them over to the left, set them down, extend your right leg, point the toes. Bring your left foot up to the top of that right thigh. With your right hand, bring the knee all the way to your right and turn and look left. The palm faces up, stretching across your chest, spiraling around your center. Breathing deep. Now inhale and exhale, come to center. Center your hips now and rock your knees from side to side. Just keep your feet in the same place, but just bring your legs side to side. I don't know why I always say knees. It's more than just the knees. It's the whole leg. Okay. Now let's do a deeper twist. So cross your right leg over your left, crossing the thighs. Now lift your hips up off the floor, set them over to the right. Now drop both legs to your left. Place your left hand on top of that right thigh. Turn and look right. So this is a little deeper because the legs are crossed. I like to take my warm-ups gradually, slowly, easing into it, like one step at a time. One posture builds upon the next. Now inhale, exhale, come to center, both feet on the floor, lift your hips up, set them over to the left, set them down, left leg on top of the right. Drop both legs to your right, place your right hand on that thigh, extend your left arm, palm facing up, twist to the left. Try to just relax. You might have tension on one side, just try to let it go. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing yoga. To just let all that resistance go, all that tension. Sometimes it's just in our mind, it's energetic and it builds up in the body. Okay, now inhale, exhale. Come to center. Center your hips again with both feet on the floor. Let's do a bridge now. So my ankles are directly under my knees. My feet are parallel. Get your feet are hips distance apart as well. So get your shoulders under you. Walk them toward each other. Lift your hips up toward the ceiling. Walk your shoulders in even more toward each other, interlacing the fingers beneath you. The arms are flat on the floor. Lift your hips as high as you can, root through the feet so that you're activating the inner thighs, you're activating your glutes, you're looking straight up to the ceiling, breathing into your belly. Exhale, set your hips down. Now squeeze both legs into your body. Give yourself a big hug. Wrap your arms around your legs. Now lift your head up, bring your nose up in between your knees and wrap your arms all the way around your legs. Squeeze your legs in towards your body. Lift your nose up in between the knees, become compact. Inhale, exhale, set your head down. Rock from side to side. Good. Now bring the soles of your feet together. Interlace your fingers around the outer feet. So the soles of the feet are together, the fingers are interlaced around the outer edges of your feet. You're using your elbows to press the legs away from each other to stretch your inner thighs. You're pulling the feet in towards your hips. Breathing through your body like a channel, like a free-flowing pathway of energy that it is. That your body is truly, energetically, just a pathway, a channel of energy. From a spiritual perspective, that's what we are. We are just conduits of energy. Okay, now just hold the outer edges of each foot, one hand on each side. The elbows are inside of the knees. We're coming into happy baby now. The ankles are directly over your knees. You're pulling down on the outer feet. The spine is straight. You're pressing your sacrum down towards the floor. You're gently, with a very gentle pressure, just pulling down on the outer feet to open the hips. Sometimes I rock from side to side like this, just like a baby. Okay, now open the legs, point your toes, and support your legs with your hands on below the calves. So you're just stretching the legs away from each other. Good. Now bring your right thigh over your left. Make a V shape with your shins so your thighs are stacked and you're holding just above the ankles on each side. Squeezing the legs in towards your chest to open the hips. Keep squeezing in. Good. Now unwind your legs and switch the cross. Now the left leg is on top, my knees are aligned. Sometimes I use the word stacked. The shins are again in a V shape. And you are pulling legs in towards the chest. Very good. Okay, so now let's rock on the spine. So hold on to your shins and let's rock back and forth. And rock up. And sit with your legs crossed with the knees wide. And let's rotate the spine in a circle. So bring one heel all the way in. My best friend Bhavani, she says just bring the heel into the crotch. I've never been brave enough to say it that way, but for explanatory reasons, it's a great way to describe what's happening. Because a lot of people are confused by this seated position and where to put their feet. So they're not stacked on top of each other, they're set right within each other, side by side on the floor, as close in to your body as possible so that the knees are wide. Good, now sit up beautifully tall. We're going to rotate the spine. So from your belly, inhale forward, exhale back. Draw the widest circle that you possibly can. with your navel, excuse me. Focus on your breath as if that's all there is. So usually I record these classes in the morning, which is my favorite time to do yoga. This morning I wasn't able to, so this is an evening class, and it's always such a different energy in my experience. I'm a lot slower and even more tight in my body in the evening. For some reason, when I practice yoga in the morning, which is the opportune time, I just have so much more energy and so much more flexibility and enthusiasm. Okay, now switch directions. I mean, I guess it's true of anything. That's why most people start work in the beginning of the day, because you have a lot of energy to get things done. I'd have to say that I think the morning is my favorite time of the day for that reason. No matter what I do, I just really do my best in the morning. Seems like people's energy just starts slowing down as the day goes by. Okay, keep circling around. Good, now sit up as tall as you can, holding onto your knees. Reach up through the crown, take a deep breath and hold. And exhale all the way out and hold your breath out. Good, now relax your arms. So just let the elbows bend, relaxing the shoulders down. We're going to do a few neck exercises. So first, inhale as you turn your face left. Exhale as you turn your face right. Keep going back and forth. Inhale left. Exhale right. Close your eyes. Focus on your third eye. To get the maximum benefit, just enjoy, relax, be effortless. Whatever you do in your life, do it as a moving meditation, a meditation on life, and everything is more successful that way. So our whole life becomes a meditation, so that we are fully present, focused, so if you're cooking, do a cooking meditation. If you're reading, you're doing a reading meditation. Playing sports, whatever it is you like to do. Even driving is a meditation. And then it's so much more enjoyable because you don't get stressed out. Okay, now let's switch directions with the breath. So inhale to the right, exhale to the left. I love doing neck exercises. As simple as they are just so rewarding. So relaxing and well worth the time. Okay, center your neck. Reach up through the crown of your head. Inhale and hold your breath. Exhale all the way out. Hold your breath out. Okay, now we're going to circle the neck. So from the tip of your nose, turn your face right. Inhale up. Exhale to the other side and down. Inhale as you look up. Exhale as you come down. Keep going in the same direction. Massage your neck with the movement. For those of you with neck pain, this is so essential and important. And I can completely relate because I have a lot of neck pain. Now switch directions. Good, now straighten your neck. Inhale and hold your breath in. And exhale all the way out. And hold your breath out. Now relax and meditate for a moment. Very good. Okay, let's do some spinal flexes seated. For those of you who have a hard time sitting up straight, please sit on some folded blankets. Now hold your shins with the legs crossed, so not with the knees wide like we do sometimes, so just sitting with your legs crossed. You can grab your shins, inhale forward, exhale back. So you're just flexing your spine forward and back, stretching the spine in both directions. This is a wonderful warm-up. It's a great warm-up for any practice, for anything like in yoga, or even if you're just sitting around and your back hurts a little bit, just move your spine back and forth. You can do this in your office. You can do it on your lunch break. You can do it while you're watching TV, whatever it is, it's like accessible at all times. I do this in chair yoga with elders. Sometimes people can barely move their spine, but it helps strengthen your back muscles. It's great for so many different systems of the body. And this is how the spine stays flexible, is movement. Nourishing the discs. Food for your spine. Just going to show you from the side, make sure everybody sees what I'm doing. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Now come forward, bring the chest forward and up. Inhale and hold your breath in. And exhale all the way out and hold your breath out. Relax your shoulders and meditate. Close your eyes. Good, and open your eyes. What were we gonna do next? Oh yeah, I wanted to do spinal flexes sitting on your heels. So first, just place your hands on your thighs, flex forward and back. For those of you who do not like sitting on the heels, or who just are uncomfortable, just come to your hands and knees and do cat-cows. So you're flexing your spine still. But it's good to do different variations because each variation of spinal flexes has its own benefits. There are 4 different variations, well actually 5, maybe more even. Actually I can think of 6 variations right now. 7. I just thought of 8. I could maybe do a whole video on different variations of spinal flexes. That would be interesting. Okay, keep going. Okay, inhale forward, hold your breath in, bring the chest up and forward, hold. And exhale all the way out and fold your hands in your lap in Buddha Mudra, thumb tips touching, hands folded. Meditate, aligning your spine with your hips and the rest of your body, aligning your energies, balancing glands and hormones. This is a posture of peace and balance. Now interlace your fingers and stretch out through your palms. Straighten the arms. Now inhale, bring the arms straight up over your head, shoulders distance. Now inhale, exhale, cup the base of your skull and stretch back through the elbows. Bring your knees apart and just receive the breath here. So you're slightly leaning back like you're sunbathing, just breathing in sunlight. Now inhale, exhale, release your grip and bring the palms together. Bring the hands to the floor, stretching forward to Guru Pranam. So it's a bowing posture with the knees apart, the toes together, stretching as far forward as you can. Take a deep breath. Exhale, set the forehead down. Relax and breathe. Take this opportunity to give thanks for all the things that you're thankful for. My car broke down again like yesterday, and so I've been taking the bus for 2 days, and I was waiting for the bus this morning in the snowstorm. And I gave, for the whole time I was waiting for the bus, like a half an hour, I thought of everything I'm thankful for. And it lasted all the way until the bus came. So just keep thinking of all the things you're thankful for as your body aligns and relaxes, as your mind becomes still. So we're just like leaving behind all the clutter and the meaningless thoughts, you know, the meaningless concerns, and focusing on what's really important. That's what yoga is all about. Now take a deep breath and exhale and come up. Now bring your legs together. Bring your hands next to your feet, palms facing up, and just relax into the floor like a baby, letting go, becoming compact. Let go of your weight. That's the key. When we let go, we just come into balance. You've heard that saying, let go and let God. So you're just letting go of the heavy burdens that you've been carrying. Drop all that. Just become effortless now. Let your body relax. Let your mind relax. Now hold on to the outer edges of your feet, and we're going to come into rabbit. So I'll show you from the side because it's easier. So this is one of the variations of spinal plexus that I was just talking about. The only problem is it's hard to get the whole thing on camera. Okay, so you're in baby pose. You're holding the sides of your feet with each hand. So I'm grabbing the outer edges of my feet. I'm going to tuck my face all the way in towards my knees. So I'm tucking my head in more than a regular baby pose, all the way in towards my knees. I'm lifting my hips. I'm rolling to the top of my head as I pull on the outer edges of my feet, and I'm rounding my spine. Now I'm rolling back down, and I'm going to do this 2 more times. So tuck your head in towards your knees, lift, roll to the crown, pull, come down. 1 more time. Good, and come up. Okay, now I want to show you one more thing, another variation of the spinal flexes. This is a facial, one of the ancient forms of facelift, facial uplift, detox, facial detox, also energy detox, known as Lion Mudra. And this is one of the first practices to do every morning to clear out energy, to really just like brighten your perspective and let go of tension. So what it is you're going to make fists and round your back. So you're kind of crunching into yourself. Let me show you from the side. So I'm kind of rounding my back, bring my chin into my chest with my fists. Now I'm going to inhale here. On the exhale, I'm going to spread my fingers and bring the chest forward and shoulders back. So that's a spinal flex right there. So you're going from this, inhale, to this, exhale, fingers spread. But there's something else that I'm going to do with my face. So as I come forward with my chest and spread my fingers, I'm also going to stretch my tongue all the way to the tip of my chin, because my tongue needs to do yoga too. It's a muscle that needs to stretch to stay healthy. I'm going to breathe out all negative energy, and I'm also going to stretch my eyes up to the crown of my head so that my eyes are also doing yoga. So in order to keep the eyes healthy, the muscles that move the eyes need to stretch as well in all directions. So there's a specific routine for the eyes as well. Should I do my next yoga my next yoga video, yoga for the eyes? Okay, third eye yoga. We can do it for all 3 eyes. Okay, so let me just demonstrate and then we'll do this together. Okay, so fists, inhale, round your back, crunch into yourself. Exhale like this. Stretch your eyes when you do it, okay? Let's do 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. So I forgot to say, as you're doing this, breathe out all your negative energy, scrunch up your face, because we have tension in the face that causes aging in the face, and you want to let it all go. Let all that tension go from all the negative emotions, and just let it all out through your breath and through the movement. 3 more times. Inhale. Very good. Now shake out your hands. I forgot to say, if anybody needs to do that sitting with your legs crossed, that's fine. I forgot to offer an alternative for those of you who don't like to sit on your heels. Okay, bring your arms up. Keep shaking out your wrists like a rag doll, so your fingers are going to flick off your wrists if you let them. Breathe. Now reach straight up over your shoulders, arms, shoulders distance apart. Inhale. Exhale, sweep your aura, touch the fingertips to the floor, shoulders back. Now interlace your fingers behind your back, straightening the arms, lifting the arms off your body. Inhale, look up. Exhale, come down, touch your forehead to the floor, and drop your arms back. Come up, inhale, exhale. Let's come down onto our back for one more stretch and then we'll relax. So grab your straps if you have them. And wrap your strap around the ball of your right foot. Holding the strap with your right hand. So the right arm is extended. You're just grabbing hold of the strap with the arm straight and the leg straight, and the strap bridges the distance. Okay, now the left leg is flat on the floor. My left hand is on top of my left hip to remind me to keep this hip on the ground. We are not, as we bring the leg over, we are not letting the hip come up like this. Okay, this is, I'm imitating what not to do. We're going to bring the leg over with this hip flat on the floor and the leg strong and grounded, both shoulders on the floor. Okay, so to start out, keep the leg very straight. Breathe through this leg as a channel of your breath to first relax the muscles and lengthen them. Okay, so left hand on the hip, left leg very strong and grounded. Take a deep breath. On the exhale, look straight up to the ceiling and keep the right leg straight. As you lower it over to the right, keep your left leg flat on the floor. This is for core strength, for flexibility. It aligns the muscles and bones. It's great for body awareness. This took me a while to feel strong in this posture. I remember doing this when I first started learning yoga and it was challenging for me. Okay, now inhale, exhale, bring that leg in. We're gonna switch sides. Grab the strap with your left hand, bring that leg over to your left, turn, extend the right arm, palm facing up, look over that right arm. Create perfect symmetry in your body. Now inhale, exhale, bring the leg in, grab the strap, one hand on each side, bend your elbows, lift your face up to the knee, round your back, stretch. Now set your head down and switch sides. Wrap the strap around the ball of the left foot. Hold the strap with your left hand only, so you're holding both sides of the strap with one hand. The right leg is flat on the floor. Your right hand is on the right hip. Breathe into that left leg as a free-flowing channel of energy. Imagine your breath flowing through the leg. Breath as light. Feel what that does to your muscles. It's like instant flexibility, instant relaxation and softening. Now take a deep breath. On the exhale, keep both legs straight and strong. Look straight up to the ceiling as you lower the left leg over to the left. Squeeze your navel in towards your spine as you exhale, like really solidly grounding your body to the earth, so that this left leg just effortlessly relaxes away from this solid core, solid center, unshakably strong. Okay, now inhale, exhale, bring it in, and switch hands. Grab the strap with the right hand only, lower that leg all the way to your right. Bring the foot all the way to the floor if you can. Now turn with the left arm extended. Look to the left, palm facing up. Now inhale, exhale, come back to center, grab the strap, one hand on each side, bend your elbows, lift your face up to the knee. Now inhale, exhale, come down, set your head down, set your strap aside. Very good. Now stretch out your body, arms overhead, flex your feet, stretch your abs. Take a deep breath and stretch, scrunch up every muscle, tense up every muscle as you hold your breath until you see stars. And then bring your arms down by your sides, palms facing up, bring your feet a little wider than your hips. Scrunch up your glutes to adjust your hips and your spine. Completely relax into the floor, into Divine Mother Earth, allowing the earth to hold you, allowing yourself to be effortless, soft like a baby, completely relaxed. Turning your awareness inward to the infinity that you are. Pure love, pure light. Continue to relax a little deeper in each moment, settling deeper and deeper into your true self, your natural state of balance, perfect peace, your natural state of being. Feel the face becoming light and bright and spacious, expansive in your expression. Feel the corners of your mouth naturally turn upwards. And now begin to move your fingers and your toes and circle the wrists and ankles in both directions. Bring the feet together, bring the legs together, stretch your arms over your head, take a deep breath. On the exhale, roll to your right side with your knees bent. Rest your head on your upper arm. Sending that arm straight over the shoulder. The knees are bent in towards you. You're just resting on your right side, resting your heart, cuddling up with yourself. Feel the heart resting. When you're ready, slowly press into the floor with that left hand to come up. Sit with your legs crossed. Oh boy, we went over. I'm sorry, it's 49 minutes. Well, I want to thank you so much for spending this time practicing yoga. I hope you receive the many benefits coming your way from your practice. I know you will. You're very dedicated. Thank you for that. Many blessings to you. Namaste, Sat Nam. Thank you. Peace.